My wife's been hanging out with her female coworkers after work many nights. Asked to see her phone, found out she was cheating on me. Part 2. In terms of my personal life, I did collapse under the strain of a lack of sleep and a desire to stop the mourning and attempted to reconcile with my wife, essentially performing the Choose Me dance. That was approximately 2 weeks ago, I believe. I couldn't function at work, so I came home. I hoped never do this, that her vehicle would still be there, and that God would send some love in her heart for me. I tried talking to her, but it didn't work. I was very pitiful. It seems as though God did not respond. Let's go back to last Sunday. I didn't have someplace to go, but I told her I'd be gone till work, so she could see the kids without me there. She bought them pizza before going out to eat again shortly afterwards. So I sat in my vehicle, reading this site, that forum, and others. I'm not sure why, but I downloaded Tinder and created a profile. I wasn't searching for a, and was simply browsing profiles. Everything is swiping left. I spoke to a female but didn't feel anything. After work the following morning, I saw a profile and swiped right, again for no apparent reason. It's an instant match. "Hello handsome," she said in her message. I'll tell you, hearing someone be good to me couldn't have happened at a better moment. So we spoke, and everything went fine. We grabbed a few beers on Tuesday night, which I suppose qualifies as a date. I told her the truth about my circumstances since I'm not going to start on a lie if this goes somewhere. She, too, had been cheated on and was divorced for a period before wanting to date again. We kissed as I escorted her to her vehicle. To be sure, my wife terminated the marriage, so all we have now is a piece of paper. I'm not going to lie, thinking about her and having hope again is what soothes my mind and allows me to sleep again. Maybe it's God's kindness that He disregarded my plea and sent someone instead to show me that I may be cherished by someone, since I now have hope for the future. It would be lovely if it went someplace, but even if it's only for a minute, I'm grateful. I realize this is all happening quickly, but my marriage has been in peril for years. I had considered divorce for a long time but never took action, nor did I take action to preserve the marriage. Her affair was the last straw that broke the camel's back, and maybe it was necessary since neither of us were happy and neither of us were going to stop it. At this point, I'm wondering whether I would have failed if I were the one being tested. I've always been concerned that I'm a danger in that regard, therefore I've maintained my distance from other ladies. Anyway, my wife's good recollections are all too distant. This is how it feels when a chronically sick person dies. You lament the loss as soon as it occurs, but I believe acceptance comes much quicker since you were aware of its impending arrival. Update. Yes, I've started the divorce process. Cohabitation seems to be coming to an end. My eldest kid, 23M, and I will share a room. He's not communicating with his mother right now since she cheated on him. I want to sell the home and receive my equity back. She is adamant about not selling. The problem for her is that she cannot afford the payment and will not get enough money from the divorce to buy me out. It set me back $2,500. It's painful, but it's worth it. My pastime is day trading and I'm really excellent at it. I'll have more funds to make larger transactions. Also, as a sensible married guy, I've always wanted a 1979 Fiat Spider convertible but couldn't justify it. I no longer have to. So, after everything is said and done, I'll be driving about in an automobile that I've desired for a long time. When I buy the automobile, I'm hoping the vanity plate SPDRMN will be available. When I walked out of the lawyer's office today, I was thinking to myself, it feels nice to be a gangster. I'm wondering whether she'll go full volcano when she's served and realizes I'm pushing the home sale. The stupid thing is that we would both walk away with enough money to buy our own houses, and she could take him in with her while I could do my own thing. Update. So she's been texting me casually, but I've been gray-rocking her. Frequently just blatantly ignoring her messages. She contacted me to let me know that evaporative coolers were available at Home Depot. We tried to get one during winter when on sale. I was asked when I was going to return home. We live in different rooms and even told to have fun at the water park tomorrow. I was taking the kids. Oh, and fathers, water parks are mom center, so there are lots of divorced single mothers there. So she contacted me today to say she's going to turn in her truck, 2019 Ram with $730 monthly, which means our oldest will no longer be able to drive the old paid-off vehicle with 220K miles. I have to confess that it feels fantastic to watch her having to make sacrifices as a result of her conduct. I also had a lengthy conversation with my sister. My wife's current boyfriend, according to her, had 4 failed marriages. She seemed to believe he clings to women, squanders their money, and then goes on. It seems improbable. Anyway, I informed my sister that in such situation, I hope her to finalize the divorce as soon as possible. I also said that I hoped they would not split up until I had that document and had moved on. Edit. We just spoke about it. She intends to return the vehicle since she intends to refinance the home and cannot afford a cash out to pay off the truck while still making the new loan payment. This is consistent with my aim to get myself out of the house. She was aware that I was searching for another home and had no intention of staying and paying half the expenses while she was out screwing around. I informed her that my intention was for her to buy the home, but that I needed to be bought out first. I have a lot of other liquid assets to which she would have to give up a claim if she wanted to buy me out. She still falls short, but the money, although significant, is insignificant to me since I regard it as a possible penalty of a speedy escape. I want to get things worked out while she's still willing. Time and distance have a way of making people disregard equal divides. She was upset that she didn't receive any of the liquid assets, but I assured her she would have 100% ownership of the house and could do anything she wanted with it, including keeping it until the kids are all grown up or even moving in with her boyfriend. I'm still on high alert. Update. So the man my wife cheated with, exit affair, was evicted by his wife, who most likely saw the messages between them back in December. Now I hear via the grapevine that his wife is attempting to reclaim him. Isn't it only a matter of time until he starts cheating on my SDBXW with her? Okay, woman, but please don't win him back before my divorce is finalized. As for me, I'm chatting to a handful of serious trade-up gals. I need to decide if I want the fun one or the one with whom I'm more friends, but who has greater LTR potential. What do you think? Enjoyable one first, the last update. My divorce is now official. To cut a long tale short, I left her after she had an exit affair. The custody and support arrangements did not go as smoothly as I had planned, but I believe the best-case situation was just that, a best-case scenario. I did get her to put half of the child support into 529 college savings plans for the boys. They're teenagers, so when she insisted on just alternating weekends, I figured they'd be fully grown up by now, with only a few milestones remaining. Because of her schedule, she must deal with transportation to and from school. It also enabled me to take on a travel job at work, which enables me to obtain roughly 15 hours of overtime each week, with meals reimbursed, and overtime does not go against child support in this state. I updated my employment insurance and removed her from the coverage, which saved me some money. Her company's insurance may be worth more than the child support she receives. To top it all off, I discovered she had breast lumps. It's retribution for allowing another guy to fondle them. I also changed my life insurance policies so she would not benefit. I saw her the other day when I handed her some money for one of the boys' medical needs. I wasn't bothered and I didn't feel anything. I'm out here enjoying my best life right now, and I don't need any black clouds to ruin it. For those of you who are just starting your trip through hell, keep going. You don't want the devil to catch you resting. I suffered restless nights. I gave up my dignity by appealing for her return early on. I had to take time off from work, and so on. All I have to say is that you will survive. Keep going.